Hello, in this video I'm going to show you how to restore backup and how to transfer data on Xiaomi Redmi K90. Okay, first I'll show you how you can transfer the data from your previous device into your Xiaomi, then I'll show you how you can restore the backup from Google One, and as a last method, I'll show you how you can restore the backup from your computer. So let's begin. As you can see, we are doing the setup process, so we need to click on that arrow. First, select your language and click on Next. Choose your region and also click on Next. Click on Next once again. Select that you have read and agreed to above terms. Click on Next. And we have the first option that we are interested in, setup using another device. If it doesn't pop out on your previous device, an option for the setup, all you need to do is to launch your camera app or any QR code scanner on your Xiaomi Select Android device. Everything depends on the type of your previous device. In my case, it's Android, so I'll pick Android. If you have an iPhone or iPad, select iPhone or iPad. In my case, it's Android. Now we need to scan this QR code using our previous device. I will use Google Lens to scan this code. Okay. As you can see, both devices are trying to connect to each other. Alright. Also, I need to draw my screen lock pattern that I have on my previous device as a confirmation to go forward. Okay, you can see that our Xiaomi is automatically connected to the Wi-Fi. If you want, you can insert your SIM card right now. It is up to you. Okay, getting the phone ready. This might take a few minutes, so I'll see you in a second. Okay, we have now a possibility to copy apps and the data, so let's click on Next. Actually, I'll place my second phone next to me because I won't be needing it anymore. We won't have to click anything on it. So let's stick on our Xiaomi. Getting ready to copy, so we need to wait until it finds the data that we can copy. Okay, and now choose what you want to copy from that list. When it comes to Google Calendar, contacts, photos, and Gmail, they are synced automatically. And from that list, let's say I want to copy everything except my apps. If you have selected everything, click on copy. Okay, and now we have a simple setup process, so we can set a fingerprint and also the face unlock. I'll skip it for now. Remember that it's also available later in the settings, so don't worry if you don't do it now. When it comes to Google services, scroll down and hit on accept. Now we have backup options. They are really useful and I highly recommend turning it on, but everything is up to you. It's your device. Now we need to select our default browser and search engine. In my case, I always select Google Chrome as my default browser and Google as my search engine. Now we have a question, do we want to continue the setup or leave and get a reminder? I want to continue. Now we have a feature that will let contacts nearby find and share with us. It's up to you, do you want to agree or no? Now we have the Gemini, which is our AI assistant, and we have possibility to turn on the alternative way of launching the Gemini by simply saying the sentence, "Hey Google," I'll turn it on. Okay. In here you can add another email account, change how text displays, or review additional apps. I don't want any of it, so I'll click on no thanks. We are nearly done. When it comes to the copying, actually it's already finished, so click on done. Now scroll down, hit on accept. If you want, you can turn on the parental controls. You can change the font settings. Currently it's on the default, but you can also select the Mi Sans. You can set up your lock screen. I'll skip it. Select your default launcher, classic or with the app drawer. I'll stick to the app drawer. In here, if you want, you can select those things, those apps, and if you hit on accept, they will be downloaded. I don't want to download any of those apps, so I will simply unselect them. Select your navigation method, gestures or the buttons. If you would like to use gestures but you don't know how to use them, you can always click on Learn to learn, simply. You'll have a tutorial how to use them. Select the recent layout, vertical or horizontal. I'll stick to horizontal. Alright, preparing the system. So now we just need to simply wait until the last button appears. And if you tap on it, your device will be ready to use. Alright, that was the first method. Now I will show you how you can restore the backup from Google One. Okay, when we want to restore our backup from Google One, again we are doing the setup process, as you can see. And when we have possibility to when we have possibility to use another device to set up this one, we need to click on skip this time. Now we also need to connect to the network. So that's what I'm about to do. I'll type the password. Click on connect. Okay. Click on next. Now again we need to wait a little. Okay, now we have a question. Who are we are setting this phone up to? It's for me. I don't have child. And now let's wait a little once again. Okay, and now the most important part. We have possibility to sign in into Google account. And we need to sign in into the same Google account on which we made the backup before. Because if you'll be logged in into wrong account, you won't be able to restore your backup. So first I'll need to type the mail. Okay, and now we also need to type the password. Within a few seconds when it allows me. Okay. Then click on next. Click on agree. Click on next. And now simply select the backup that you would like to restore. In here, as you can see, in my case, I have a lot of backups. So let's say I would like to restore that one. Click on next. I also need to confirm it by drawing the screen lock pattern that I had in the moment when I was creating that backup. Okay, now choose what you want to restore. When it comes to Google Photos, Gmail, Calendar and Drive, they are synced automatically. In my case, I want to copy everything except apps, so I will unselect them, then click on restore. Okay, and now we have a simple setup process, so we can set the screen lock, fingerprint and the face unlock. I'll skip it, it's always available later in the settings, so don't worry if you don't do it now. Here, simply scroll down and click on accept. Now we have backup services, they are really useful, I highly recommend turning them on. Now click on next, select your default browser. I always pick Google Chrome, that's my favorite browser. And when it comes to the search engine, I always pick Google. We can leave and get a reminder or continue the setup. I'll continue. Let contacts nearby find and share with us. It is up to you. Do you want to use it? I'll agree. Click on continue. And we have another thing. That's the Gemini. And we can launch the alternate way of turning that Gemini by simply saying, hey Google. I'll turn it on. In here we can add another email account, change how the text displays, and review additional apps. I don't want any of it, so I'll click on no thanks. Getting the phone ready. Now scroll down, click on next once again. You can change the font if you're interested. You can also set up your lock screen. I think that in here you can, if you click on agree, you'll be able to launch the wallpaper carousel. I'll skip it. Again, everything is available later. Select your default launcher, classic or the app drawer. I'll stick to app drawer. In here, I have a list of recommended apps, and I don't want any of them, so I'll simply unselect everything. Click on Next. Select navigation mode, full screen gestures or buttons. I'll stick to gestures. Click on Next. Now select recent layout, vertical or horizontal. I'll pick horizontal. Now we are preparing the system. Actually, the phone is doing that, and we need to wait a little bit. When it's done, a button on the bottom will appear. You just need to simply tap on it, and then you'll be ready to use your device. Now I'll show you the third method, but I need to launch my computer to show you how to restore the backup. So I'll see you in a second. Okay, now open up the settings, click on About Phone, scroll down, click on Backup and Restore. And now let's connect our phone into our computer using USB-C cable. Okay, now launch notification bar, click on charging this device via USB and select file transfer / Android Auto. Now on your computer we need to open up File Explorer, click on this PC, click on your Xiaomi Redmi, click on internal shared storage. Now open up MyUI, click backup, all backup, and into that folder we need to copy our backup that we want to restore. In my case, it's right in here. So select it, drop it into the folder. Now we can close it up. And now on your phone, click on mobile device, click on agree, select restore, click on the backup, and hit restore button. We need to wait until it's finished. It shouldn't take long. %. Okay, and everything has been successfully restored. Click on finish. And that is all. Alright, thank you all for watching this video. If you found this video helpful, please leave a like, comment and subscribe.